folks, and welcome to another program today, Sunday, in the blink of an eye, with yours truly, Benjamin Valdez, El Capitan from Pueblo Tires and Service, your family car care center. Today I'm here again with Dr. Shirley Barbosa, Nature's Remedies, and we're going to be discussing with Dr. Shirley Barbosa. This is actually our second talk, Shirley, Dr.
Yes.
Shirley, on the liver.
Yes, we're going to talk about the liver again.
Talk about that. The first time we talked a little bit about some of the, remember the first time we talked about when it came to the liver, very interesting information.
Yes, we talk about how to clean the liver and the gallbladder. And we have these two papers here. It's a recipe how to do the liver gallbladder flush. They can stop at the office and get a copy.
So, thank you for joining us. And again, we've had a lot of positive reviews about the information that Dr. Shirley shares with us. Because now more than ever, again, we've gone through so many things in recent times, pandemic, freeze. Even before that, Dr. Shirley, America was one of the sickest countries in the world because of the lifestyle that we live. And you share a lot of inside information that a lot of us don't know. I mean,
yes.
We're not against the medical field, but honestly, you explained some of the functions our bodies, organs do and what we can do to help the cause. Years ago, I took a lemon treatment for allergies. You take a lemon,
Yes.
and you take one, then you add another one, and you add another one, and it helped clear my allergies. It helped cleanse the blood. So there's a lot of things that Dr. Shirley is going to share with us today about the liver, common liver problems that can be avoided, maybe what are some of the main liver functions, what causes liver disease, and much more. So again, thank you for joining us in the blink of an eye. And it's always a pleasure on behalf of Pueblo Tires to bring you this program because we want you to know that we're more than just a tire shop. We care about the families. We have families ourselves. We care about the community. We've been in business since 1972, serving the community, and we thank God and we thank you. And recently, a few years ago, we started another program. It's financial options, up to 24 months to pay and no credit needed. So we're there to serve. And if we can't help you, we'll recommend somebody else. But we're there to serve. All kinds of tires, all kinds of service, and we got the experience, the desire, and the know-how. And again, we thank you for giving us the opportunity to serve you. We're in our 49th year, and today here with Dr. Shirley at Nature's Remedies in McAllen, we're going to discover more about the liver and what you and I can do to avoid liver problems, and maybe share this information with our friends and our loved ones. And those of you who are watching us through TV, we're going to give a phone number, a website where you can reach Dr. Shirley in a few moments. But again, thank you for joining us in the blink of an eye, and we'll be right back.
At Pueblo Tires and Service, your safety will always be our top priority, so we're taking all preventative measures during your visit. Let's keep our community moving with our wide variety of automotive services and our giant selection of new tires and wheels, like a set of 4 20-inch tires for only $499, or buy a set of 4 16-inch tires for only $299, and you'll get a free alignment check, and you also get a free 7-point inspection. Pueblo Tires and Service, 13 locations to serve you.
Shampoozy.com. At Pueblo Tires, you can use your income tax return money to drive away with new tires today. Get a set of 4 20-inch tires for only $499, or a set of 4 16-inch tires for only $299. At Pueblo, we're taking all preventative measures during your visit.
Welcome back, folks, to the blink of an eye with yours truly, Benjamin Valdez, El Capitan. I'm here with Dr. Shirley Barbosa. Dr. Shirley, last time we spoke to you, we talked about the liver and some of the problems and issues, but today we're going to do a follow-up.
Yes.
Some of the common liver problems that we can avoid, what are causes of liver disease and so forth. So, again, thank you for having us, and thank you for sharing this vital information, because basically it's like a consultation with a community. It's a virtual consultation, so to speak, because you're sharing this information that other times maybe a lot of these people would not come here, for whatever circumstances, but you're giving this information for free to the public.
Yes.
Thank you for that. And we thank you on behalf of Pueblo Tires and Service. So, Dr. Shirley, common liver problems that can be avoided. Maybe we can start with that. What are some of the common liver problems that can be avoided?
Well, we like a prevention. We're going to teach you how to prevent, how to make your liver happy. Mm-hmm. First, we have to clean the liver, like we taught last time, right. The liver gallbladder flush. And like you can get a virus, contamination by virus, B or C, or your alcohol use, and high fructose too. Like if a person drinks too much sodas, they can create a fatty liver, and then the fibrosis, and then cirrhosis. So it's not just alcohol,
Yeah, because I mean, I remember once at a time in my life that when problems with the liver, it was always it's alcohol. Oh, he drank too much. He drank too much. But now we know that there's other things that can cause liver problems.
Yeah, toxicity, for example, it's another cause that can cause and wrong diet, because people doesn't know that the bile it's thick. If they don't drink enough water, crystallize the bile. So if they drink a lot of coffee, a lot of sodas, and no water, the chemical reaction changes the bile and they crystallize, and then the liver can have like up to 3,000 stones. Wow. And the gallbladder 500. So we need to clean that, because if we leave there, parasites can grow bacteria.
Now, obviously, all the kidneys, the liver, gallbladder, all these are important. But is the liver the first one that takes the first? When everything we drink or eat, does it travel through the liver first?
Well, first when you eat, you digest, go to your intestine, the intestines, liver, and kidney, they are filters, so they take it off all the impurities. But the liver it's the largest organ of your body, and it performs like 500 functions, and including processing everything that you eat or drink. So the liver is very important.
Is it possible to have a liver transplant?
Yes, like for example, first they damage the liver. There's going to be fatty liver, fibrosis, cirrhosis. When it's 100% cirrhosis, it'll be for 80%. Yeah, like you'll be on the list of a liver transplant. And if you don't have a liver transplant, you can die. Right. But in natural medicine, there is ways to reverse. Yeah, because the liver, it's an organ that can regenerate, but you have to stop to change your lifestyle. Right. You have to drastically change.
I've heard that the liver can regenerate, but again, you have to do other things.
Yeah, you have to quit drinking, or you have to quit the sodas, and you have to drink water, at least 2 liters with minerals, and you have to change your diet. So all those things affect the liver.
Yeah, and we've mentioned before how it relates to our vehicles.
Yes.
Our vehicles have gas filters, oil filters. We have a cabin filter. Whether it's dust, gasoline, or oil, if any of these filters get clogged and they're not replaced or they're not maintained, with some treatments as well. There are actually treatments that we use on cars to clean the injectors, and some of the filters can be replaced or they can just be cleaned. But again, there's consequences.
Yes.
That involve, and when it comes to the liver, I mean, we have so much in this country that can hurt us when it comes to food and drink. And one of the things that you just mentioned about the water, if we don't drink enough water, I mean, that can cause all kinds of problems.
Yes, like you will have a lot of symptoms of dehydration. Like one of them is angina pectoris. If you go to the ER and they cannot find nothing wrong with your heart, it's dehydration.
It's dehydration.
Is it dehydration?
You might have symptoms of like you have a heart problem.
Yeah, and cramps too. It's a sign at night of dehydration too, because usually they drink a lot of caffeinated drinks, and then they go low on minerals, and at night they'll have cramps, cramps.
In this show we want to be transparent and so forth, and I use myself as an example. There was a time when I used to drink a lot of alcohol. And it's been over 25 years, thank God. I mean, I stopped, I asked God to help. And I did my part, but there was one time I remember that I had drank, and you wake up the next morning, you feel bad, right? And I felt like I was having like heart problems, or I don't know, I felt chest here, and I even went to the hospital. Someone goes to the hospital. They checked me out, and he said, "No, you're fine. Your heart's fine. And your blood pressure." He said, "Do you drink?" I said, "Yeah." Well, so that's your problem. Your blood's irritated, and you're having this. That's why you feel the way you feel.
Yes, but do you know a lot of people doesn't know how the liver works to process the alcohol? For example, the alcohol, if they drink 4 ounces of wine, the liver takes 1 hour to process.
4 ounces of wine?
Yes, for 1 hour to process. But if they drink 1.5 ounces of hard liquor, takes 1 hour to process. If they drink fast, what's going to happen to them?
Well,
they're gonna be intoxicated, a brain poison.
Wow. Yeah. So again, the liver We're talking with Dr. Shirley Barbosa here at Nature's Remedies in McAllen. And when it comes to your liver, you don't get too many second chances. You know, I understand as humans we can live without one kidney.
Yes.
But when it comes to the liver, either you have to replace the liver itself, or you do something about it, and because the liver can be a very delicate organ when it comes to disease and so forth. But it's a beautiful organ that works, but you gotta do your part to keep it healthy.
Yes, because you're going to detect only when you have 80% damage of the liver or the kidney that is going to show in your lab work. But you're going to have some signs.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to show us what are some of the signs and symptoms of the liver that's in trouble.
Yes, like for example, here under the tongue, you see purple. That's called venous states. That means you have a heavy metals or liver problem.
Now, when you said heavy metals.
Heavy metals, like could be cadmium, could be mercury, could be any heavy metal.
Okay, I've heard, like certain fish contain mercury.
Yes, like if fishes are contaminated with mercury. Because I have done a hair analysis, people here on the valley, if they eat fish, if it's not from deep water or cold waters, they usually has mercury. Wow. And here's another symptoms of the liver. If you hear xanthoslemia, that means under the skin they have fat pockets. This one means your liver is fatty liver very bad. That's a sign of fatty liver very bad. And another sign of a bad liver, when you have here this blue dot on the side of your tongue, that means your liver in bad shape too. Wow. So this is a signs that will show up on your body before your lab work sometimes could be positive for anything.
Now, this type of cases that, do they have, is there any hope for them?
Oh, yes. Like anytime we get sick is because we're doing something wrong. We're going against the physiology of the body. We don't know how the body works. Like, for example, you learned today that if you drink 4 ounces of the wine, takes 1 hour for the body to process. Like if you drink a whole bottle at night, so what happened to you? You're gonna be brain intoxicated. Right. It's a brain poison. So you have to work. You have to know how your body works. So alcohol will be a big problem if you drink daily. Right.
Yeah, I have some friends who drink wine, not much, but they drink it consistently. Regularly, but in small amounts. But again, the liver is absorbing all that.
It's 1 hour for each 4 ounces of wine.
Well, folks, the liver, okay, we've heard about some of the liver functions, what causes liver disease, what are the signs and symptoms that she just shared with us. So if any of you are experiencing anything like this, look up Dr. Shirley. Dr. Shirley, where could they look you up here? You have a website or a phone number where somebody out there say, hey, I go visit Dr. Shirley.
Yeah, so we have a website at www.naturesremediescenter.com. And we are located on Nature's 508 North 10th Street, Suite C10, McAllen, Texas. And the phone number here is 956-631-1664.
And you're open from Monday to Friday?
Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 6 p.m.
Every day, Monday to Friday?
Yeah, Monday to Friday.
Closed on the weekends?
At weekend, we are closed.
Okay. Well, folks, we're going to take a little break. We'll be back in the blink of an eye with Dr. Shirley Barbosa here at Nature's Remedies.
En Pueblo Tires and Service, su seguridad es nuestra mayor prioridad, así que estamos tomando todas las medidas de prevención durante su visita. Mantengamos a nuestra comunidad en movimiento con nuestra nueva y extensa variedad de servicios automotriz y nuestra gigantesca selección de rines y llantas nuevas, como un set de 4 llantas de 20 pulgadas por solo $499, o compre un set de 4 llantas de 16 pulgadas por solo $299, y usted recibe una verificación de alineación gratuita. Además, recibirá la inspección de 7 puntos gratis.
At Pueblo Tires, you can use your income tax return money to drive away with new tires today. Get a set of 4 20-inch tires for only $4.99, or a set of 4 16-inch tires for only $2.99. At Pueblo, we're taking all preventative measures during your visit.
And we're back, folks. On behalf of Pueblo Tires and Service, we want to thank you again. This program is brought to you by Pueblo Tires and Service, your family car care center. Been in business for now on our 49th year, and we thank God and we thank you. And I know a lot of you are taking advantage of the tax refund and stimulus checks and money like that. A lot of you have visited our stores, and we thank you. And we just want you to know we're there to help you keep your car in good running condition with preventative maintenance. And if something's broke, we can help fix it. And just like our bodies, it needs preventative maintenance as well. And we're talking today with Dr. Shirley Barbosa. We're talking about the liver, some of the functions, the causes of liver disease, signs and symptoms of the liver that's in trouble. What are the signs and symptoms of chronic liver disease? That word chronic, to me, sounds like something that can never go away.
Well, chronic is already when the liver is damaged.
Okay.
It could be a cirrhosis, and they will be very tired, and they will have a metallic taste in the mouth, short of breath, difficult concentration, dizziness. They will be yellow, like the sclera of the eyes could be yellow, jaundice, dark urine. They're gonna have edema, like the legs and the ankle be with edema, like lower extremities, and the palm of the hand could be red.
Red.
Yes, and they will have a wrong belly with water. That means they have a problem with the portal system is not working, backing up with the spleen, and they will accumulate liquid on the belly, water. Yes.
I think, if you get to that point, I mean, by then I would have think somebody would have given you advice, hey, you need to change or do something about it because but again, I mean, a lot of people, I don't know, they let it go or they think it's going to go away. But when it comes to the liver, it's not something to ignore.
Believe it or not, even though you are on that stage, it's reversible.
It's reversible.
Yes, because I have seen patients and helped them, and the liver enzymes went down. And the edema too, and the belly too went down. But they did change the diet. They did make some changes.
I know a friend of mine, and he told me, and he's actually, I don't even think he's 40 yet, maybe, but he said they discovered he had a fatty liver, and he said I became a vegan.
Yes, this would help with fatty liver too.
Okay.
This is a supplement for the liver chai. This will help with fatty liver, but you have to change the diet too.
Diet.
Too.
And he is a Christian. He's a believer, and by the grace of God, he said his liver cleaned up.
Yes.
And he became a vegan. He said, I became a vegan overnight.
Yes. So, 6 months in a diet, vegetarian, walking, you clean pretty much your arteries and your liver, every single organ. Yes. Okay, well, remember that to get sick with a heart problem, you have to be clogged up first. The intestine, you have to clean your colon, then your liver, your gallbladder, then your kidney, and then your lymphatic system. So the heart is the last one to give up.
Now, I know of a liver cleansing treatment that you recommend.
Yes.
Now, what you just mentioned about that, when you do the liver cleansing treatment,
yes,
I know it's a help, but I mean, to what extreme does it help you? Does it help you with? I know it's called a liver cleansing treatment, but does it help clean out your intestines too?
Yes, we'll clean your colon too, and we accumulate by eating gluten. We don't digest, and cheese we don't digest, and you're gonna see come out the gluten and the cheese too. The cheese will look like yellow dots when you do the liver gallbladder flash.
It's so hard at times to not eat gluten. I mean, I'm being honest with you because I know you, at one time I've consulted with you before, and you looked at my blood work.
Yes.
And I told you I had a problem with my leg. There was my calf, which is what they call it. It's some kind of your skin gets dry.
Psoriasis?
Huh?
Psoriasis, or just allergy? Or?
No. It's a common disease these days. It's not. Psoriasis.
Oh, okay.
And I went to a doctor that a friend of mine recommended, a skin doctor. And he saw my calf. He said, well, that's psoriasis. But that's never going to go away. He said, but I can give you some medicine to help you. Because what happens, the skin gets dry and you want to scratch.
Yes.
And the problems I've had in my experience is that you scratch. And at first I didn't know what was going on with my calf. I said, why is it like that? He's turning like a scaly. And then you get this urge to scratch, and you can't, peel it, but every night, it gets infected when you scratch it.
Yeah, but you know what is a sign of a dirty colon and dirty liver? You clean up those two and cleans up itself.
Well, you also told me about the gluten.
Yes.
You said, you eat gluten? I said, well, yeah, what is gluten, first of all? He said, well, it's flour, this and that. I said, yeah, okay, well, that's your problem.
Yes.
So
gluten dairy.
Gluten dairy. So, and unfortunately, it comes in our culture. You grow up eating tortillas, the tacos. It is a struggle at times.
But you can eat nopal tortillas. You can change for other kind of tortillas.
Now, the non-gluten products out there.
Yes, there is plenty now.
Yeah, I mean, because they're hard to find sometimes.
Well, there is many Sprouts and Iris. I think the tortilla place they have nopal. They have different ones.
And I've done the liver treatment disease cleanser, but I need to do it more often. Okay,
yes.
So what are some of the liver enemies? You mentioned already some, but...
Yes, there will be alcohol, will be high fructose... sodas, caffeinated drinks.
Now, fructose syrup?
Yes, that's a big one because they made of corn or beets or sugar cane. But
some of the products, fructose.
No, but they're not real. They are artificial sugars, they call, and your body doesn't know what to do with. They always store as fats, and because it's too much toxins, and then your body's gonna create the fat, and you're gonna have called belly fat. Okay, belly fat because of that.
Okay, well, folks, we're here with Dr. Shirley, and I hope this information is valuable to you because it is. And we thank her for sharing this with you. And on behalf of Pueblo Tires, it's our privilege to share this information with you. This show has been, this is our third year, the Blink of an Eye, and we like to do this kind of shows to promote positive information for the community and people like Dr. Shirley and some other nonprofit organizations that are out there. I'm talking about nonprofits that help the community in other other ways, but this is what the show's about, positive information. We're living in very difficult times, Dr. Shirley.
Yes.
There's so much going on in our world today, but we got to take care of our health as well. It's a temple of the Holy Spirit, and we thank Dr. Shirley for sharing this information with you, but we're going to take another little break, and we'll be right back in the blink of an eye.
At Pueblo Tires and Service, your safety will always be our top priority, so we're taking all preventative measures during your visit. Let's keep our community moving with our wide variety of automotive services and our giant selection of new tires and wheels, like a set of 4 20-inch tires for only $499, or buy a set of 4 16-inch tires for only $299, and you'll get a free alignment check, and you also get a free 7-point inspection. Pueblo Tires and Service, 13 locations to serve you.
Shampoozy.com.
At Pueblo Tires, you can use your income tax return money to drive away with new tires today. Get a set of 4 20-inch tires for only $499, or a set of 4 16-inch tires for only $299. At Pueblo, we're taking all preventative measures during your visit.
Welcome back. We're back, folks, in the blink of an eye with yours truly, Benjamin Valdez, El Capitan. I'm here with Dr. Shirley Barbosa. Dr. Shirley Barbosa, the Valley, Texas, the United States, we have high technology in our country, one of the richest countries, one of the highest technologies, technological advanced countries, but yet it's one of the sickest countries in the world. And it's all due to our lifestyle.
Yes.
And I think, one thing that I've seen, Dr. Shirley, more and more, friends of mine and people that I know, they're turning more and more for help with people like yourself, doctors like yourself, that actually, there's a lot of stuff, whether it's fruits, exercise, water, sunlight, rest. There's like 8 health principles that if we follow them,
yes,
by God's grace, our life would be so much better. And that's what I like about you, because I had a friend come here, and she works for a TV station. I won't mention her name or the station, but she came here, and she said, wow, Dr. Shirley explained to me like no other doctor has ever explained to me. And she was very thankful. And she said, I drink about 7-8 cups of coffee a day. And she told me, cut out the coffee. She was having problems with her esophagus,
yes,
and other things. So
dehydration.
Again, that's just one of the examples. Doctor, I know, I guess sugars are everywhere, but high consumption of beverages with artificial sugar, that's really bad for our system as well.
Yes, it is.
I've known people. I knew this one fellow that works for us, and he was nearly 400 pounds, young man, and we were worried about his health. And he's very good. He's very knowledgeable, but he was struggling. And I found out that he was drinking those 1 liter sodas.
Yes.
He said he would drink 2 or 3 on the weekends, and every day 1 or so.
Dehydration.
Yeah, but he gained a lot of weight.
Yes, and remember the body, the liver, when cannot process all the toxins that you put in, he creates fat cells, so that goes in the body.
Now, he quit doing that about 2 years ago. He's lost a lot of weight.
Yes.
I mean, he's still a little bit overweight, but he's done better.
Yeah, but little by little he gets there. Yes, change diet and walk.
But, you know, who doesn't want to be happy? We all want to be happy. You mentioned earlier when we started our discussion, make your liver happy.
Yes.
You know, if your liver, I mean, there's a saying: if mama's happy, everybody's happy. You know, at home.
Oh, I'm glad that you remember that, because people who has anger problem is a liver problem.
Wow.
So you have to clean your liver.
It's funny you say that, because I was talking to a customer today. Well, it's one of our associates from the advertising world.
Yes.
And she was mentioning that her mother has anger issues, and she's just angry.
Yes.
Now I know why.
Yeah, it's a liver problem, toxicity. You need to clean the liver.
So there are ways to make your liver happy.
Yes, there is a way. First, you have to maintain a healthy lifestyle and eat a lot of vegetables, fresh fruits, lemon water, and exercise. That keep your liver happy.
Now, doctor, we're running out of time, but recommendations for a healthy liver. You just mentioned some of them, but
yes.
What is the final words?
Yeah, first, I recommend to do the liver gallbladder flush, and every 2 weeks until no trash come out, like liver stones, biostones, and also you can drink some products that will help, like magnesium, like silamarine, helps rebuild your liver. This one helps for fatty liver. Then anti-inflammatory and a well-balanced diet. So all this always for the liver. You see?
All that's for the liver.
Oh, and the liver, this is very important, is glutathione. That's your liver produce this to detox your brain. That's the liver does that.
To detox your brain.
To detox your brain. Wow. So that's very important. And this is a liver detox. But I prefer the liver gallbladder flush.
Okay.
These are when people cannot do the liver gallbladder flush, we give this.
You just drink that.
Yes, to drink that.
Well, folks, we thank Dr. Shirley for having us here and sharing this information. And don't forget, you want to be happy, take care of your body and ask for help. There's professionals like Dr. Shirley. We believe in God, and God can help us. He wants us to be happy and healthy, but we have to do our part. And when it comes to your car, visit us at Pueblo Tires. Look us up on shampoozy.com. 13 locations to serve you, and we're open from Monday through Saturday from 7 to 6 p.m. Financial options up to 24 months to pay and no credit. Dr. Shirley, again, thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
And again, folks, visit Dr. Shirley here at Nature's Remedies in McAllen, Texas, and make your liver happy, okay? Until next time, and don't forget that nobody loves you more than Pueblo Tires and Service and Dr. Shirley. You ready, Doctor?
Yes.
Nobody.
Nobody.